Did you know that January 12th is known as Quitter's Day? It's a day when most people give up on their New Year's resolutions. And Time magazine reports that about 80% of people fail to keep their New Year's resolutions by February. So I think we can all agree that maintaining focus is getting harder and harder thanks to all the distractions of the world that we live in. But aren't our goals worth more than 12 days of focus? If you are looking for a new approach to goal setting, one that has some substance and some structure that can support you as you reach for your business success, you're in the right place. A while back, I read the book, The 12-Week Year. It is by Brian Moran and Michael Lennington, and they offer a kind of fresh approach to productivity and a system for achieving your annual goals in 12 weeks. So I'm going to give you my take on the book and how I'm using the 12-week system, but I cannot do the book justice in a video here. I recommend that you buy the book and keep it on the shelf to reference. And I'll pop in an Amazon link for you to access the book below. And those of you who are kind enough to use my affiliate link, thank you. I appreciate that. So the summary, the 12-week year, how to get more done in 12 weeks than others do in 12 months. So this book's core concept is treating 12 weeks as a year so that you can increase your productivity and your focus. The approach kind of throws a twist on setting annual goals, and it encourages more immediate and intense focus. So if you give yourself a year to work on your goals, it's easy to lose momentum. You can feel like you have all of this time left, and it sort of zaps your sense of urgency, right? So by shortening the time frame, you can prioritize your goals more effectively, reduce procrastination, and have a better chance of actually getting them done. So for business owners that are looking to increase their productivity and establish themselves as a thought leader and build that ever elusive work-life balance, the principles in the 12-week year can be helpful. It can help you plan your weekly and daily activities so that you are focusing on the things that matter most. And this 12-week guide to accomplishing your big, hairy goals, it's a really good solution to ditching the drama, getting more done, leveraging your time, and achieving significant, lasting results faster. So why I love this guide. I am a business owner with ADD, and I don't know if y'all know that about me, but it's one of the things that I struggle with. But for me, this 12-week goal approach, it gives me more enthusiasm and kind of like a freshness about what it is that I'm doing. And the compressed time frame helps me prioritize better so that I work on what's important. When I have a really long time frame to get things done, I'll procrastinate. And, as a kid, I would work on papers or anything else. And oh my gosh, I ended up doing on the night before it was due. So the 12-week plan creates that sense of urgency. And I love this for coaches and consultants and service businesses, especially those of us with ADHD or kids or a life or any type of chaos in our existence, because the 12-week eliminates those pitfalls of low productivity. It makes it so you can't procrastinate. So let's take a look at understanding the 12-week year method. First of all is mindset. You need to think of things with a new mindset and a new time frame. Instead of setting yearly goals, you break down your yearly goal into 12-week periods, and each 12-week period is like a standalone year. This compressed time frame helps you prioritize the most important tasks, and daily actions help you keep track of your goals and stay accountable to them. So for service businesses, this provides a structural framework that really emphasizes consistent action and results. That's one of the things that I see clients struggle with so much in their marketing is how do they stay consistent? It's like they'll do great for a few weeks and then they lose momentum. The second thing is clear focus. So there's no room for someday thinking when you're following the 12-week year plan because you only have 12 weeks. So you have to identify the most impactful activities that are going to make a difference in your business. And it helps me kind of avoid that, shiny stuff that goes on and pulls me off course. I also love it for the increased productivity. So as you condense your ambitions into a shorter time frame, you're going to be more productive because you don't have time to waste. And it's kind of like a beat the clock game, right? The clock is ticking and you work more intensely during that time frame, knowing that the end of your year is coming up and you've got a lot to get done before that happens. It also gives you a faster feedback loop. So as you're implementing strategies and you're receiving feedback in shorter cycles, you can adjust. So if there's things that you're doing that aren't necessarily working, you've got a chance to change things up and tweak what you're doing in order to better meet your client needs or better meet your market demands or set better boundaries in your business. So let's take a look at how do you actually implement this in your business. Step 1, vision, right? So you want to get clear on your business vision. So you can start by taking a look at what you want to achieve in the next 3 to 5 years and how are your services going to evolve? What are you going to be doing differently in your business? Who's going to be supporting you and helping you grow? Do you have a team working for you? Are you working from the beach? Dream big here and figure out what this 3 to 5 year vision is. And then take a look at that 3 to 5 year vision and what do you have to get done in the next 12 months in order to be on track for those 3 to 5 year goals. And that's where the planning comes in. So we want to establish your 12-week goals. And so you've got your vision in mind, right? And you want to be able to set a 12-week goal that is specific and measurable, and it's directly tied into that long-term vision that you have. And then you're going to break it into little bites, like break it down into little action steps. So list all of the things that you need to do to achieve this 12-week goal and assign a deadline to each of the tasks within that 12-week period, making sure that you're distributing your workload evenly, you're accounting for, any extras going on. Maybe if the kids are on spring break, you need to plan for those things, okay? And then execution, you want to plan weekly. So at the beginning of the week, maybe it's Monday or Sunday night, or maybe you do this on Friday so that you can relax over the weekend. Plan the tasks that you're going to accomplish that week so that you can prioritize activities that will help you make a difference and make a significant impact on the results that you're getting. So side note, I have a whole group coaching program called Planner Genius to help you with your planning. If that's something that you need help with, planning out your content marketing, come join us. I'll put a link to that in the description below. So then we want to take a look at, after you've done your weekly planning, your daily discipline. So what are the tasks that you're going to do every day? So each day you want to focus on completing your planned tasks. Discipline is key. It's easy to just think, I'm going to go do this instead today. But remember, we only have 12 weeks to get this goal done. We have to stay focused. And that brings me to the next thing, which is focus blocks. So in the book, they discuss having a strategic focus block every week. And what this is this is a 3-hour block of time to focus on your goals. And they recommend that this is 3 hours all at once, not 3 1-hour sessions. And you want this to be deep focus time. So eliminate distractions, turn off your phone, and actually make some progress towards these goals. The second type of focus time they recommend having is buffer time. And this is 1 to 2 blocks per day where you can tackle all the pesky to-dos. They talk in the book about how distracted we are and how a lot of our time is either pulling us off track or us trying to get back on track after being distracted. And so if you kind of tackle all of these things at once and you tackle the dumpster fire of your inbox or social media notifications once or twice a day, they're not constantly pulling at you and pulling you off track throughout the day. And then the third type of time block that they recommend having is breakout blocks. And this is time for 3 hours each week where you escape work and you get out of the office in order to recharge your creativity. They recommend doing something fun during work hours, okay? This is actually work time that you're doing something fun in order to blow your balloon up. And then step 4 is tracking. You want to keep score. So they recommend having like an 80% success rate each week so that you're tackling and accomplishing 80% of the tasks that you set out. That's going to help ensure that you're reaching your goals in the 12-week year. So they recommend implementing a system to track your process, like a spreadsheet or some sort of a list where you can give yourself points for each task you completed each week and see where it is. And then each week you review the accomplishments from the past week and you plan the upcoming week. If you missed your targets, well, then maybe you need to make up a little next week. And then they recommend accountability. So you can have accountability partners. This could be someone else who's following the 12-week year plan, and you can hold each other accountable. And this is going to really improve your chances of success. So at the end of each 12 weeks, you want to review your progress and evaluate what worked and what didn't, and how can you improve the next time around. You might be wondering if it really works to achieve more in 12 weeks than most do in a year. Here's a list of some of the things that I've been able to accomplish in my first 12-week year. I lost 32.5 pounds. So far, I've lost 70. That's a big goal of mine this year, is to get healthy and focus on my weight loss. I also launched Planner Genius, which is a group coaching program where I help people plan their marketing. I also launched a Circle membership. And then after achieving all this success, I thought, I'm going to do it again. And so in my second 12-week year, I helped plan my daughter's wedding, and it was a beautiful, beautiful day. We created Make It Pop, which is a website design program where we're together in a matter of 6 weeks. We build your beautiful website for about 1/10 of the cost of a custom site. We migrated our email marketing platform from ActiveCampaign to Flowdesk. And this was no easy task, let me tell you. We had over 70 automations set up in ActiveCampaign, and I had to go through all of those. And I'm thankful for the 12-week year because it helped me focus and get that done. And then in my third 12-week year, we launched Make It Pop and took the first cohort all the way through it. And we migrated our team's project management tool from Asana over to ClickUp, and I majorly decluttered our house, and I feel really good about that. So there are some challenges that you may face while you're going through your 12-week year. The biggest obstacles I faced are time management and prioritization and maintaining momentum. I told you I'm ADD. So for me, it's like the beginning of the project is fun and setting the goals is fun and dreaming about it. And then when I get into that kind of dull, messy middle, it's hard to stay motivated. So here's some ways that I was able to handle them in case they're helpful for you. So start with a clear understanding of why the 12-week cycle is beneficial, and then stay motivated by visualizing my outcome. How am I going to feel when I lose the weight? And how am I going to feel when I get that platform migrated and I'm able to simplify things and I feel all organized because it's all done? The other thing is master planning and prioritization. So by breaking these big goals down into smaller tasks, I was able to take these big projects and make them feel a little bit more manageable. Use some tools to support you. So maybe you have a planner, or maybe you're using a spreadsheet, or maybe you have an app for tracking your habits. For weight loss, I'm using the Lose It app in order to track my macros and my water and all of those things. So use whatever tools you have to help you with efficient and effective task management, and build consistency and discipline. So set daily and weekly routines to stay on track. Manage your time using the focus, the buffer, and the breakout blocks that the authors talked about. And then I like to take a week off after each sprint in order to relax. I actually call it my time to breathe week. And I also recommend don't set more than 3 goals at a time so that you can maintain focus. If you're setting a whole bunch of goals, then your efforts are going to be really scattered. And then track and measure your progress. Keep a journal or use some kind of a tracking software. And then celebrate those small wins to maintain motivation, and find an accountability buddy. If this is something that you want help with, join us in the Automagic Business Academy. We're doing the 12-week year as a group, and we're going to be doing this throughout the year to help us stay focused. So final thoughts, the 12-week year method, it does have the power to completely change how you are operating in your business and in your life. And by adopting this approach, you're not just setting goals, you're transforming your habits and your work ethic in your life and in your business. I want you to remember that this is not about increasing your hustle and pushing you towards burnout. The goal is to enhance your productivity and make it so that you can stay focused and efficient as you're working on your goals, but don't let it compromise your well-being or your work-life balance. So if you're looking for life-changing results, I challenge you to read the book, pick a couple areas of your life that you want to change, and embrace imperfect action. So wash, rinse, and repeat every 12 weeks. I promise you'll look back at the journey and be amazed by the progress you made if you do this and you stay focused. And here is to your success. So if this was helpful to you, would you do me the honors of clicking subscribe and like? I am trying to embrace my fear and face it as far as getting on the camera. And I would love a little thumbs up and a subscribe if this was helpful to you. And if you would like some help with your 12-week year goal setting, join us in Automagic. I'll pop the link below for you. But this is something that we're focusing on this year, and we're going to help hold each other accountable and make this year absolutely remarkable in our businesses. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I got another video for you next week.